Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Holiday Magic Arts and Crafts Show, Vera Carabajal and Trina Padilla back with us this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
We're here. It's early, but we're here.
You're here. So, are you all ready for this weekend? It's the big weekend.
Yes.
It's people set their calendars. Because I feel like the holiday. How many years now has the holiday magic been going on now? It's
41 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been here since 2000, and it's been going on since then. And
but we haven't been with.
Yeah, you guys are fresh young
We're young.
faces. You're young. Yeah, you guys are
just a couple of years.
You're the third or fourth generation of people coming to do this.
As I understand, it was started by a bunch of women who went to the same church, and they decided started out as a
just very
small show.
grassroots, and
Yeah.
started in a church basement somewhere, and it turned into this.
It turned
basically,
into this.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty
But-
awesome.
But 40 some years later,
Yes.
doesn't look a day over 20, by the way.
Exactly.
But anyway.
I like him.
I do too.
But it's become a tradition here in Roswell and Chaves County is the Holiday Magic Art and Craft Show, because, and this is what, and I joke every time, but I'm not joking. I'm joking, but not joking. If you do not leave the Holiday Magic Art and Craft Show without a pumpkin roll this weekend, you didn't do it right.
Exactly. Those pumpkin rolls will be waiting.
Or the cookies.
And cookies.
All right, yeah. If you leave hungry or not leave stuff to put in your belly,
Exactly.
you didn't do it right again.
That's exactly right.
But it's so much more than that. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's all full of artisan crafters, vendors that are making decor, functional things,
Yes.
furniture, things
Yes,
like that, jewelry,
exactly.
stuff
Jewelry.
like that. But decor, if you're looking for great, unique
Christmas decor.
Christmas and holiday decor,
Yes.
guess what? You're about to have a happy weekend, because this has got everything you want.
It sure does. Absolutely.
And it's gotten to the point, like we said, it's been going on for 41 years, which means it's established a great group of vendors that come back year after year. They establish those relationships. So every single vendor, there's always a new one that's learning it each year. But but for the most part, these people come back each year. They go. So you find new stuff. But if you're like, man, remember that thing we bought a couple years ago and we lost it or broke it or something? Odds are pretty good. The vendor's there, and if they're not making that exact thing, they're making, each artist is different, but they could have it again.
They have it again.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
We do actually have people specifically coming in for the artists that they know are going to be there again.
They've established.
They do.
They've got
They
enough
do.
to know.
They
That
come.
so and so is going to be there, and I'm going
Our
to.
artists have a following.
Yeah.
And people call and say, are so and so going to be there?
Yeah.
And we'll say yes.
And I know over the years, like even the generations before you guys would, they came in and they would bring some of the. Like one thing that I know was popular every year was like the shotgun Christmas wreaths that were made out of shotgun shells and things.
Yes.
That's something that is always, it's a unique,
It's very unique.
pretty item that a lot of people draw to. And I'm just pointing out, like, there's so much more. I'm just scratching the surface.
Right.
But things like that, people come to know and know the Holiday Magic Show
Exactly.
and think that's the kind of cool stuff you find there.
Yes.
So.
Everything is homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the cool part too is there is a small admission fee to get in.
Yes.
However, all of that goes back to the community.
Yes.
You guys been supporting multiple youth groups for many years doing this. So yes, the vendors and everybody come and they make their bank for the year, and all this might be their Black Friday for some of them.
Right.
But every person that walks through the door pays a couple bucks, and all of that money goes back to this year. It's a lot of the same each year. I think last couple years here.
It's the Assurance Home.
Yeah, the Assurance Home, the First Tee of Southeast New Mexico, which if you're not familiar with them, they mentor kids through golf.
Yes.
So they get kids from and they're trying to bring golf to the masses. But while they're teaching golf, they're teaching these kids life lessons and things. So they learn how to be like the rest of us and whack a ball badly. But
Exactly.
no, they're better. But you know what I mean. But they're learning those life lessons and things. So another Royal Family Kids Camp. Of course, we have them on every year. They have their big summer camp for victims of child abuse, things like that. And so they do an amazing job there. And then, of course, Christian Outreach Ministries, the Eastern New Mexico State Fair 4-H programs, and Roswell, the local high schools here. So all of those entities benefit from. So I know, and it's very affordable. It's only $2, and the kids are 12 and under free. However, pay a little more. If you were like, if this is all going for the kids, here's $10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's what our raffles are for, Mike.
I know, but if you want to do a little bit more
and donate a little bit more,
yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
take it.
Because at the end of the day, that admission fee is going to help youth in our community.
It sure will.
So I know some people are like, "Wow, I'm about to pay," but just help out our community a little bit. It's part of the tradition.
Yes, it's for our kids.
Absolutely,
it's why we do this.
Exactly. Yeah, this
exactly
is.
Why
it's
we
all
do
fun
this.
to get the pumpkin rolls and all the fun decor, but at the end of the day, the real value is that admission fee going back to helping all these kids. And if you're not familiar with any of these organizations, check them out. Like Assurance Home, I learned a lot about them when I went through Leadership Roswell and their facility.
Isn't it great?
It's like it's a little oasis here in Roswell.
It sure is.
When I was there, I forgot that was in Roswell because it's like it's green grass and mature trees, and you're sitting on a bench, and you're like, "Am I in a park on the East Coast? Where am I?"
It's just wonderful.
Yeah,
something else that we do too is that we involve the people. The kids from the Assurance Home and the kids and their parents from First Tee. They actually come out and they have a part in the show as well.
Good deal. So it's a little, I would say, sweat equity, but it's they roll up and help out, knowing that you guys are helping them.
Right.
They're like, well, hey, let's help you guys do some of the logistics at the because it's a lot of moving parts.
First Tee comes out and helps our vendors unload.
That's great.
And Assurance Home, they come out. The kids come out. I mean, they come out. It's like a pack of kids coming in.
Just this herd they come through.
Exactly.
It's like a big working herd.
And also the Christian, the men's Christian.
The outreach ministry.
Right. They come in and they help us to set up their great bunch of guys.
Good deal. So you got a pretty good batch of labor force there to help.
It takes a lot.
It does. It takes a lot to put that together.
Yeah. Now for folks, the craft show is out at the Eddy County. I almost said Eddy County, Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds.
Yes.
You don't have to go to Eddy County, not that far. It's out at the Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds there. So when you I know for many years it's been here at the convention center, but the last 2 years now? 3 years now. It's been out at the fairgrounds here. So if you haven't been in a few years, don't go to the convention center. Go down to the fairgrounds and you just are they sending them through the main entrance or the vendor's entrance?
They're going to go through the vendor's entrance.
Okay,
the last gate.
Which the farthest south gate.
Furthest south gate.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to go that route. And the entrance, the admissions, is going to be on the north side of the building now. We usually had it on the south side of the building. But we're going to have it on the north side of the building this year.
Okay, very good. So if you go to the south and everyone's like, where's their bat? Go around the other side.
Go around the other side.
There'll be somebody there directing.
Follow the group.
Or there'll be rather signs directing everybody where to park.
Yeah.
And which direction to go.
The beauty of it is there's plenty of room out at the fairgrounds.
There
you can get.
We can spread out.
They got a great facility out there, and especially with now newly named the Hobson Hall here. We don't call it new building no more. Adding that to the mix,
right?
It really adds to that facility out there. So, now it's going to be this Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and then this Saturday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. As I mentioned earlier, admission is only $2. If children under 12 are free, so bring them along and they don't have to pay. But I'll tell you, keep hold of them. Otherwise, they're gonna make you spend some money because there's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of things the kids are gonna want.
We're gonna have a couple of food trucks out there. We're gonna have Eli's Bistro out there.
Oh, man.
And we're gonna have Bubba's Pit Stop out there.
Oh, I've never had theirs. That'd be a new one.
And
is that barbecue? I'm thinking Bubba's.
It's more like concession stand food.
Okay,
they have
fair
hot dogs, hamburgers,
fries, things
stuff
like that. Okay,
yes.
cool.
And we're gonna have a kettle corn guy from Ruidoso.
You never go wrong with kettle corn.
I think it's High Country Kettle Corn. And we'll have Miss Karen Hendricks is going to be bringing her mini donuts.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
so
dang.
she'll have those out there as well.
So come hungry.
Come hungry.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of food out there in the front.
And it sounds like you get a good variety. So if you get there at say 10:30 Friday or 9 a.m. on Saturday, have a little breakfast.
Yes.
And then around 11:30 or so, you're gonna feel peckish again.
Exactly.
And then you can, hit
Refill.
the lunch side. Maybe donuts in the morning and fries and burgers, or some a sub or something in the afternoon.
Man after my heart.
Exactly.
I plan my life around food. All right, how do we go from? Yeah, but how do I eat between here and here?
Exactly. Yes, it's going to be great. I think they're going to have a variety. The public will have the variety to select from.
And here's another thing, fellas. This is to you. I know, because let's face it, it's the wives, it's the moms. They generally get more excited about holiday magic than the fellas do. I know that's not always true, but just as a rule.
Right.
So fellas, I will tell you this. This is something that I think there's, as much as you look at the holiday decor and all the things, there is equally amount of manly cool stuff as there is what we call foo-foo decorative. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's if you're looking for like functional things, or gift ideas for spouses and girlfriends and things, you'll find that. But there's a lot of cool guy stuff too.
There is.
Football related themes and stuff like that.
We have a woman that does the stuffed bears, and they're all football.
Yeah.
And the knives, the guy that
and we have a gentleman that
does
really beautiful knives.
Yeah, that's a whole
woodwork.
Woodwork. We got some woodwork.
Problem with those
gorgeous.
is they're too nice to want to actually do knife work with them.
Exactly.
You're like, I just want to keep it on display.
They're just gorgeous. Some of the work that he does.
That's
his name is Les
Vera.
Priscilla.
Yeah,
it's a boy thing.
And we got a lot of gentlemen that are doing some charcuterie boards and cutting boards, but they're gorgeous. And I mean, those are the kind of boards that you want to display.
Sure.
Because they're inlaid with turquoise.
And that's a very popular trend now.
Yes,
Charcuterie's gotten very popular because I think of the charcuterie boards. I think there's been a surge in artisan people making different styles of charcuterie boards, and people are like, oh, well, let's go buy some meat and cheeses and display this thing, So it's gotten very popular. They make great gifts, by the way.
They sure do.
I would go buy one, but I got a beautiful one as a gift last year, so I'm good. But
yeah, oh my goodness.
But that's the great thing about is I guarantee, even if you bah humbug and are like, there's nothing I want here, as soon as you walk through there,
absolutely,
you're going to find something you
You're
want. I guarantee you say it now, and then you walk through, and it's like, all right, I'll take that over. Yeah. All right. And next you know, you just bought like 12 things. So.
You do. And the good thing about it is they're unique gifts.
Absolutely. That's the part.
They're very unique gifts.
For the veterans here, folks that come each year, talk about some of the featured artists and some of the people that people come to. Like we said, this has been going on for a few years now. People are looking for certain artists. Kind of give a list of some of the folks that people come to expect and who will be there for this year's.
The featured artist this year is Becky and Galen Bach.
Okay.
And Becky, she makes some beautiful women's apparel.
Okay.
And it's gorgeous.
Good deal.
She's been with the show over 30
See,
20
clothing,
years, over 20
clothing
years.
and things. Another thing, we don't more
For
stuff. Yeah,
I mean, women's clothing. If a husband wants to come out and find a really nice sweater,
Absolutely.
jacket, blouse for his wife. I mean, she makes some really gorgeous stuff. We also have
the Casey's.
The Casey's that come in and they do. It's called the Big Dippers. They do the soup seasoning, the soup packets that you can make.
Yeah.
They make their own soup packets and stuff.
Love those. Yeah.
Yes.
Where it's basically kind of, I'm going to say dummy proofs, but a little bit dummy proofs making soup for you.
Exactly. Soups and dips. And, I think we have a gentleman that has a couple, the Buckmans, they have been with us, over 20 years as well.
As long as I've been there.
Yes.
They've been there.
They have been there, and she does a lot of the embroidery on, aprons and sweaters.
Oh, wow.
And stuff. Then they've been with us forever. And I'm trying to.
Stuff.
So they do probably some personalized stuff and everything too.
Yes.
If you order it through them and all that too. So if you're looking for personalized stuff, you might want to go visit them when you're at the fair there. So.
And Sarah Mannion, she does some beautiful. She's been with us forever as well, and she does a lot of beautiful glass work.
Oh man, that is so amazing to watch that glass blowing, the glass work and all that.
She does some beautiful,
it's
beautiful
not glass
work.
blowing, but
the work and everything involved,
Yes.
it's equally cool to
Exactly.
watch. Yeah,
It is.
It's talents that I wish I had and you're kind of envious of when you see people that do it.
Exactly. And then we got Deborah Lucas, who does her famous pumpkin rolls and cookies.
And I'm telling you, folks, trust me, I hate pumpkins. I don't like the taste of pumpkins. I don't like them. I mean, they're fun to carve and all that, but I don't eat pumpkin-related things. That pumpkin roll, I will chase people down. I will do nefarious things to obtain it. It doesn't.
Get there early, then. Get there early.
You need to get there early.
That is the pro tip.
That's exactly
If you want
right.
the pumpkin rolls, you better make sure you're there when they open Friday morning at 10:30 or Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Because I guarantee if you wait till 5 or 4 or later in the day,
they'll be gone.
they're going to be in people's bellies or on people's shelves at this point. So
that's exactly right.
And it, of course, next week is Thanksgiving. You can lie and tell people that you didn't buy it at the Holiday Magic. You made it yourself. You're going to get in trouble when someone wants a recipe, but you can fake it till someone figures you out.
Exactly right.
And I won't tell you.
Some people can tell.
But trust me, it's delicious.
It is.
And I don't know what it is. I just can't, because I don't like pumpkin. I don't. The flavor is not my. But those pumpkin rolls are just heaven. They're great. So, and I brag on them a lot, but there's so many other good cookies and things. And that one just blew me away the first time I had it, because I was very I don't want that pumpkin. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then I ate it. I'm like, oh dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's a new favorite, right?
It is. It absolutely is. And I'm the last person on the face of the earth you'd have thought would have liked the pumpkin roll, and it's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have vendors from all over. We have lots of vendors from Artesia and from around the state.
Sure.
Arizona.
Right.
Kind of all over the Southwest.
Texas, yes.
Which is great because you get a little flavor of the art from there. I mean, let's face it. We have a Southwest theme on a lot of things, but like art from Texas is a little different than art from Arizona.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
right.
The Southwest vision is a little different. So how they do Southwest in Texas is a little different than how they do, just like it's a little different than how we do it here in New Mexico.
Yes, it is
and so
quite different.
So some of that's infused in some of the art and things. So if you love kind of that Arizona look to it with the colors and the way they do things, you're going to have artists that feature probably more heavy that way. If you're more into the Texas stars and wagon wheel and that type of decor, then you've got Texas artists that are having that kind of stuff for you. And then, of course, if you want New Mexico flavored things,
which is the most beautiful,
we got it all covered for you.
Red or green?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. We can, it just like Ristras. Is there someone that sells like Ristras and things? Is that part of it,
or
is that
have any Ristras this year?
Okay,
no.
Everyone's busy eating them. I think that's what it is.
I know I am.
They're kind of like, no, we're not decorating with chilies this year. They're
mine's halfway gone. My Ristra.
Yeah.
People decorate with them.
Yeah, sometimes they like to hang them out on the porch there or something.
Those ceramic ones. Remember those ceramic ones?
Okay.
Well, they start as decorations. Maybe they hang out, and then like about a day or two in, is like, why is there something missing? Where are they gone?
Exactly. I need to make red chili. Oh, it's outside.
Yeah. But yes, please come and come be a part. Jewelry. Let's talk a little jewelry. You got some great jewelry vendors and
beautiful
things too.
Jewelry vendors that are coming in. We have a new couple that's coming in, I think, from Crown Point.
Okay.
And he does beautiful Native American jewelry.
Okay, so if you like turquoise, things like that, you'll probably find a lot of that there.
We have a couple that has been with the show that's doing the same as well. We have a new lady that does some jewelry out of aluminum.
Oh, cool.
And stuff. And it's really beautiful stuff. Other people that like to do the wire wrapping.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a technique that you have to develop.
There's a lot of, I see these things and I'm like, first off, I don't think I have the hand dexterity to do something.
Me as well.
Or the eyes.
Yeah, I know I don't have the eyes. I'm blind as a bat.
Wrapping gemstones and, I mean, it's some gorgeous work.
Yeah.
And then we have.
Of course, they've been doing it for years and are probably skilled, and it's like muscle memory. They just do it, in their sleep. Yeah.
So, we have quite a few that do some jewelry.
My mom was a crocheter growing up, and she was like to the point where, when you buy like the crochet pattern books, like when you go and you buy for like an Afghan, and then you see a picture of the Afghan on the instruction book there.
Yes.
My mom was making those blankets for the company and taking pictures, and so in the 90s there, if you saw a bunch of those, odds are my mom might have made some of those.
That is awesome.
And so the blankets, she's passed away and been, but yeah, for their years there, she was doing this deal where she was, making the blankets, taking pictures, and they were using them for the books. And
that
she
is
would,
awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
Wow.
So, yeah, she was way into crocheting. So I know exactly how that
We have
goes.
a couple of crocheters.
We sure do.
We have
We have a
artists
quilter.
coming in, quilters.
A quilter.
Well, those are all arts
Painters.
that we have less and less people doing it now.
Exactly.
And so hopefully come here. Maybe you can inspire the next generation to maybe pick up the quilting or picking up crocheting or picking up some of these.
It's a lost art.
Especially
really
the
is.
sewing side of things, those crafts and things. And unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, technology's kind of changed away because, now, quilting was all done by hand. Now they've got sergers and these machines that they do. And don't get me wrong, there's a great place for those, but there's something to be said about a handmade quilt or handmade item that wasn't done on a machine, that was done by
Right.
thread needle or
Exactly.
by yarn and needle here, and
Yes.
and that's and that's the beauty of it. And don't get me wrong, sure, technology, why not? If you can work smarter, not harder, sometimes that's great. But sometimes the old methods are the best methods.
Some of that can be soothing. I've learned how to sew just here recently, and I find it relaxing.
Well, I'm pretty sure the quilting circles were the therapy sessions for many, many years in
I
this
think
country.
so. I think so.
You want to? How do we deal with mental health? Yeah, sewing circles.
Sewing circles, yeah. Crochet circles.
And guys were
Really
hanging,
mad at my husband,
and guys were hanging out back, drinking beer in front of the campfire, just kind of
Exactly.
doing the same thing.
Exactly.
They're just doing something constructive. We're doing something deconstructive. The only difference.
That's the only difference, right?
But please make some time this Friday or Saturday to come out to the fairgrounds here, and I guarantee there is so much to take. To be honest, you might want to try to make both days because it's unique art and craft. So you come Friday morning, you might see a certain set of things, and you might come back the next day, and you're going to see
Something
some things, but some very different things,
Yes.
And so that's the beauty of it. And of course, the thing I love about it, these are all local vendors. Not local. Some are local, some are in the region, but
they're all handmade.
they're all handmade, but they're also all mom and pop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yes,
if you're
there
wanting
is.
to talk to them about the craft, if you want something personalized or something, I love
Yes.
this, but can you do it with this?
They do.
Most of them all do all that kind of stuff.
sure
And
can.
so if you're trying to get a unique gift or get something specific for yourself or somebody else, you have a building full of people that do just that.
Exactly.
So come and talk to them.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We have
it's-
quite a few people that they come back and the vendors leave here with orders
Yeah.
for Christmas.
And that's the thing. I bet many connections are made, and orders
They
are
are.
bought after they bought some here, and then a dish breaks, or they're like, "Ooh, someone loved that," and say, "Can I get one?"
Can I
Oh,
get
let me give you the number of the person who
And they
does
do.
that.
They just make connections.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful.
It's just a cool thing. If you've never been a part of it, then come try it for the first time this year. If
Yes.
you've been years past, then you know exactly what I'm talking about here. It's just a great opportunity to come and see a whole bunch of great Christmas and holiday themed things. Not all of it's holiday themed. If
No,
you're just
not
looking
at
for
all.
regular items too that you don't want for the holidays, there's a bunch of that too.
We have some new people that are coming in. Some, and this is stuff that I've never really seen before, and it's new to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is journaling, junk journaling. Then we have a couple of vendors that
I'm not familiar. Kind of tell me.
it's just. They get a journal and they decorate it.
Okay.
And
so it's kind of a phase and upcycle, recycled
Yes.
art kind of thing.
And it's just that they make them just absolutely gorgeous.
interesting.
So
This is a step above taking the Reader's Digest and making the
Yes.
angel or the turkey
Yes.
out of it, like we did in school. Okay, just checking.
and just the
They
things
still
that
do
they
that?
Showing your age. You were showing
Just
your
a
age.
little bit.
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's like I never did that in school. What do you mean? We were on our computers.
exactly. Then we have some young kids coming in. We have a group of young gentlemen that come in and they make their own. One makes his own jerky.
They blow me away. Some of the great
They're
stuff these
young,
kids do.
and then that
They're
one
freeze dried.
They
That's
make
what's so
freeze
cool.
dried,
Interesting.
candy.
Yeah, that's a new trend now.
Yeah,
like
it
a
is.
freeze drying candy, and I'm not all familiar with it, but I know it's like a trend now.
And
that
I'm
they're
just-
doing.
it's
it's
impressed.
great. You put it in your mouth and just kind of.
Interesting. So is it like Jolly Ranchers and like hard candy, or is it more
what
like
did
They
we
were
chocolate?
try?
just like
We tried
small
Skittles.
Skittles. They were like
Okay,
small
so
Skittles.
so something you can chew.
Yes.
Not necessarily.
And it just kind of disintegrates
Yeah.
in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, and then a young gentleman
I'm
makes
sure-
his own mixtures of tea.
Interesting.
And these are young men. You know, and
Interesting.
I'm just really impressed with them.
Using like science and technology
Yes.
to make art.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love that. That's
Yes.
pretty cool. By the way, I'm showing my age again, but I wonder if they did it with a Werther's, how that would turn out.
Oh.
Because I do love a good Werther's. The Werther's
I love
caramel.
Werther's, yes.
Oh, those things
I
are.
don't know if that would be conducive.
I
to
feel
that.
like you got to be over 50 to buy them now, but when you do have them, they're good.
I was just gonna say I like them, but what were they?
That's right.
Some of your grandparents gave you. They had a bowl of them sitting on a table
I
somewhere.
remember those.
My grandmother loved Mary Jane candy. I don't know if you remember that. It was a chewy caramel, do you remember Sugar Daddies back?
Yes.
They were like a precursor to those.
Oh, wow.
And I remember
Mary
Jane's. I know that sounds like marijuana nowadays.
Yeah.
but,
I wasn't gonna say
but
I
they
don't
were candy
remember that
called
either.
Yeah. And but I just remember getting a couple and trick or treating.
Yes.
And then like grandma would be like, "No, give me the Mary." And I didn't care about them, so I'm like, "Have them all you want, grandma. I want the M&Ms. I don't want the Mary Jane or
The
whatever
Mary
your
Jane
ancient
stuff.
candy is."
Exactly. A lot of our candy is coming back, though.
It is. It's making
a lot of
a
that-
resurge here a little
it sure
bit.
is.
Yeah.
You know, I have found some for my grandkids. We have these little cigarettes. You remember the little candy
Oh
cigarettes?
yeah, I remember those.
That you would blow out and
Yeah,
the smoke
it would
come
make
out.
a little puff of dust or whatever. for
Open
like
it up
smoke.
and it was gum.
Yeah. Get them from the ice cream man.
You sure did.
Yeah. I wonder why we were weird when we were kids.
what a horrible example. Here, smoke a cigarette. You know?
Here, go smoke your candy cigarettes and play with your lawn darts.
Exactly. But we had the best music, though.
This is true. Well, we had to have something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. We're busy killing each other with candy cigarettes and lawn darts.
What a way to go. What a way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, this weekend, this Friday and Saturday, if you wait till Sunday, you missed.
Yep.
So
Yep.
come out. Sundays for church and football. It's Friday and Saturday for holiday magic.
For holiday magic, absolutely.
Now, I understand you're allowed to break away from the show to go to the Wool Bowl Saturday afternoon, but then come right back afterwards
Right.
Yes.
to get you some, I'd say pumpkin roll, but I don't know if they were going to be around by then,
Oh,
but
no.
get you some other the goodies, cookies, and all the other
Exactly.
good stuff, too. If anybody has any questions about anything, what's probably the best place to steer them? Would be online or a phone number? Or
We have our phone numbers. We also have at Holiday Magic at outlook.com. They can reach us
Okay.
at our email address.
And then, of course, you can always do, the Facebook Holiday Magic,
Yes,
and you
right.
can see all the information
and
there that you
Messenger,
need.
we have Messenger that they can go through on on our Facebook page.
Good deal.
And they can just
Ain't
shoot us a
technology
message.
wonderful.
It is.
It is.
It is when it works in
really
your
is.
favor.
It really is. Exactly.
But when it doesn't work just slightly, you're like that window's not big enough for you to throw it out of. But yeah, come out if you've never been before. Trust me. I'm a dude, and I don't care about
What
crafts.
day are
and
you
thi-
coming?
It'll be Saturday because Friday I'm pretty swamped here. But
We'll be looking for you.
yeah, absolutely. But definitely come check it out. There's so many cool things. And a matter of fact, they've given me a few passes I'm going to give away here the next day or two. Be listening.
Awesome.
Be listening for your chance. I'm
Yes.
going to make you work for it. So hold on.
Exactly.
But yes, we'll be listening for your chance to get win a pass to which, by the way, again, because like I said at the very beginning, your admission fee, the $2 admission fee, that benefits many youth groups, again, including the Assurance Home, the First Tee of Southeast New Mexico, Royal Family Kids Camp, Christian Outreach Ministries, the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, the 4-H programs, and both of our high schools here in Roswell. All that admission fee benefits that. So I'll give you a free pass, but pay $2 anyway because all that's going back to the kids.
Exactly.
So,
That's exactly
but
right.
if you can't afford that and you want to come and do a little Christmas shopping, so by all means, come and would love to have you come and do it. So.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime. Thank you. And thank you for the cookies. Those will not last long.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I'm
Share.
glad you left them here because if they're in that room, I probably wouldn't even see them.
We've already told the other guys are here, so share.
I would know to be honest, I wouldn't even know they existed, to be honest. They would have been gone and consumed and the evidence removed. Yeah. Right. What y'all been eating?
Yeah,
What's the
exactly.
crumbs there? Nothing. We found something on the floor. We ate it. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. And
We
don't
appreciate
work
it.
too hard. Get some rest. I imagine Sunday's kicking your feet up day for you guys.
We're
I
hoping.
was like, no, we got
Not really. We got to go clean
Oh,
up.
that's right.
afterwards,
So maybe Monday. Maybe by
Maybe
Monday.
starting Monday.
Yeah.
We'll work out.
Well, some young backs want to help out cleaning up on Sunday.
That's exactly right. Give us a call.
Hey, maybe we can work for a pumpkin roll thing or something, maybe. Hey, that's a
That
good.
means that you will come and
That's
help
good
us.
incentive. I might show up for that. That's a good incentive. I'm just saying. So, thank you, ladies.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you for
Anytime.
your time,
We look
okay?
forward to hopefully, maybe we should you should do it like a summer one, and then we just have you back in the summer to do this. She's like, no. Holiday magic in July.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Ask Vera.
It's like, no, we're good.
we're good.
We'll see you guys.
All right,
Thank you.
It is 8:51. Let's pause for some news and commercials to pay for lunch. Don't go away. We'll be back.